Hi everyone and welcome back to Henrik's Restorations. In this beautiful episode we are trying to get this Range Rover Classic from 1990 to fire up. Stay tuned because in this episode we will find out if we can get it to run. Here we go. Let's see how the oil will look. I need to, maybe we can get the camera up there. This is always nerve-wracking. How much oil will you get on your fingers? Almost none. Yeah, it's, oh, no! Nej. Oh, god damn it. No. I didn't open it up. I got oil everywhere. God damn it. Oh my god. Oh, shit balls. That's a mess. Alrighty. So I got the drain plug removed. But as I mentioned, I forgot to open the plug for the oil reservoir or the oil spill tank. So it was flooded. So now I have oil all over. Not ideal. So we're gonna let it drip and then we're gonna clean this up. Here it comes. Oh no. Don't you love crawling around underneath some cars? It's cold outside. There it is. So this is what we're dealing with. Rusty old oil sump that is pretty nasty inside, like a thick cream. So we will remove the drain plug here and let it drain overnight. As you can see, I pulled out the drain plug and now the rest of the oil is coming out, because in here it's sludge. So we're gonna let this oil sump drain overnight and then hopefully by tomorrow or something it will be dried out. I will add some brake cleaner, just spray inside so we can get some more flow. When that's done, we're gonna grind the outside off, make it clean and paint it black, and then remount it to the car. Okay, we are back. Look at this oil sump. Doesn't it look good? I did one cover of one coat of the Hammerite protection. There was someone commenting on the video where I painted my frame that said that there are silicone in the Hammerite. I haven't found any information about that, but maybe that's the case. So maybe Hammerite isn't the best option because of the silicone maybe captures some moist or something, I don't know. But this will do for now. On the frame, on my 1984, it will be probably Rust-Oleum or another product that maybe doesn't have silicone. Here we go. Maybe not. Maybe I'll take it. Maybe it's good. Not too bad, actually. After some hard work with a razor blade and a steel brush and some brake cleaner, and you know it, we are all good. The oil sump tray is like 98% clean, so that's good. So now we will put on some gasket cement and then try to fit in the oil sump tray or the oil sump. So to be continued. So now we are removing the fuel, the oil filter, and it was pretty tight, but it actually came loose pretty easy. But one of these tools are magic. These ones, so good. There we go. Oh, I don't know what the correct way is, if you should pre-fill these or not, but I will not. I will just screw this on and not over tight it. Let's go. I'm putting in one of these oil stabilizer. It says that it decreases friction and reduces oil consumption and so on, so I guess it's good. There we go. Now we're somewhere in between low and high, so I think that's good for now. Here we go. Good morning, it's 7:59 on a Sunday morning, and we're doing some work on Hubbe before we go with the kids' bathing house or swim pool. I'm going to start with removing the fuel tank, try to undo those rusty bolts and then get the cover off and then drop the fuel tank. So we're going to remove that one and put in some new stuff. So just let's get to it. Okay. See. Okay, I think all the bolts are removed, and I think the fuel filter is now cut off. So if we try to lift this up and then remove the oil tank, oh, glasses. I should be able to just let it down on one side. There we go. The fuel tank is out and it is dirty and crusty. That is the connector, the wires and then you have the fuel feed that is going out on the outside, and then to the fuel filter, and then to the engine. Pretty clean, pretty rusty. So before we install the new fuel tank, we're gonna wire wheel this off, put on some paint to protect it, so we don't need to drop the fuel tank one more time. And then we're gonna change the fuel filter over there as well. Let's go! Should be just to do like this. So this is the old fuel pump. Looks great. These are not so good anymore. I don't know if you can see anything, but they are totally wasted. Also this one, it's like horrible. So here we have the remaining stuff of the fuel rail or fuel system. So what I will do now is to just clean out some dirt from these small holes where the injector are located. Clean those out, replace the fuel pressure regulator. We got a new one here, brand new one, from Famous 4. So we're gonna replace that one, make it look a little bit clean, maybe just clean it off a little bit, and then replace this hose and then remount it. So let's go. fuel rail with the injectors that are refurbished, cleaned. We got the fuel pressure regulator. It's a little bit off, but I can't push it down anymore. So let's hope it won't leak anymore. And then the fuel hoses for the fuel system, fuel supply and fuel return. So let's move to the barn and remount this fuel rail to the engine. Everything is mounted to the car, the fuel tank, the fuel lines and everything. So we're gonna try to start it up. So let's see how it goes. Very close. As you heard, I cranked it, but it didn't fire up. So there's like a breather hose or something on the tank that I added now. I don't know if there's some vacuum system that needs to be full intact to work to get the right amount of pressure in the system. I don't know. I haven't verified that we're actually getting fuel to the engine, but I think we just need to crank it a little bit more and then we will get some. It's really close, so just more fuel and just keep on going. That might kick it off. We might use some brake cleaner or starter gas so we can pop it up a little bit, but we'll try to crank it a little bit more first. Let's cross the fingers. It works! We got it started after many months. It's been standing here in the barn after many years. It hasn't been ran or been started at all. After we did the injectors, new injectors, we cleaned the fuel rail, new fuel tank, new fuel filter, new fuel pump, new fuel level sender, fuel lines and everything. We got it going. It's very rough on the idle. As soon as I let go of the gas pedal, it shuts down. So maybe there's some problem with the throttle sensor or something. That could be the issue. But otherwise, I got a starter, and this is a huge win for me. So if you have any advice on the rough idle or that it shuts down when I let go of the gas pedal, let me know. But otherwise, I'm so happy that I got it started. It's a big relief, and I think Johan will be happy as well that it's actually started. So the next step will be if we can make it jump forward. So I'm just gonna clean up some stuff here, see if we can get it started again, and then roll forward and roll backward to see if we got some gears. So hold on. First gear in. Letting go of the clutch. It works. One more time. We got reverse as well. Nice! Got the gears. Let's just figure out why the engine is stalling and dying on me. So now we have cleaned this flame trap up. It's pretty much, it's some gunk further in, so maybe we should replace this actually. And then I just sand it down so it looks a little bit more fresh. So I'm going to remount it to the valve covers and then see if the car is healthier and maybe have some idle. There we go. The hose is on. Okay, let's see if the car will start. First of all, the fuel pump. It idles. It idles, but if I push on the throttle, it almost... Oh, there we go. Yes. Okay, so cleaning the flame trap or the breather filter helped. Prova det.
Det är jättehögt hållförare nu.
Ja. Haha. It idles. Yes. So as you heard, it idles a little bit roughly. It goes up and down and up and down. And I don't know actually if the cooling system is working. I got a comment on my YouTube channel. Someone saying make sure the cooling system is functional, because if you overheat, the aluminum block is destroyed or something. So I need to be a little bit careful. So if you have any advice on how to check the cooling system, please write a comment so I can check it out. Otherwise, I will try to just Google or search the Haynes manual. I will search in the Haynes manual to see if I can work something out. But that's one good step, that the flame trap solved the idle issue, and then maybe if we just can get the cooling system underway, we can take it for a test drive. Let's see how it goes.
Vad heter det? Kan vi åka till förskolan med mig med den ibland?
Det kan vi kanske göra.
Okej, du måste ta ut oss från gården först, så kör jag sen.
Ja, men... Seems to work pretty okay, but we have an oil leak that is not so good. It's from the cooling lines for the transmission, I guess. because in the front here you have a cooler. I think that's the oil cooler for the transmission, and then you have some pipes running underneath, and you can see that it's dripping from that shock absorber there, and it's coming from a pipe up top, up there, just beside of the oil sump. Got a big leak because it's rusted out. It's out in the fresh air again. Doesn't it look very nice? It is looking nice. So the issue is that we have an oil leak from one of the lines from the transmission to the cooler and then back. It's rusted out, so I don't know if I can just plug the transmission oil line, just plug it out and keep the oil in the transmission instead, or if I can repair it in some way. I don't know if that's very tricky, but otherwise, man, I drove with the kids in the car just a few meters, then it died, but then I put some more gasoline in and then it kicked off again. So it's nice. Now I'm going to clean the garage so we can get the car inside the garage, so we can detail it and keep on working on it. I've now cleaned out the garage so we can fit, well, I guess hopefully fit the car in here. So let's see if we can start the car up again and drive her into the garage. Så, tack Loa. All right. It's in the garage. I think the transmission fluid is sort of out, so the transmission is not super happy. And you can see the leakage down there. So I'm gonna place a bucket under there so it won't destroy my floor. But otherwise, this is a nice garage. One Range Rover from 1990. 3.9 EFI, and then we have 4-door 3.5 V8 from 1984. The smell of gasoline. Nice. And feeling that gasoline smell in the garage will end this episode. We have done a lot of work with this Range Rover Classic these last few weeks. We have replaced the fuel system, replaced injectors, new fuel tank. We get it to fire up and even drive. I have some issues. I need to replace that oil cooler pipe for the transmission, and also make sure that the cooling system is working properly before we can drive it further. So that is next step. Meanwhile, I'll be chasing down some small bits and pieces here and there. We will be changing door locks, painting the front bumper and so on. The next episode will be a mix of crucial pieces to get sorted, and also just some nice to have things on the car and make it look a little bit better. So now I will end this video, and make sure that you subscribe, leave a comment and click on the notification button so you get notified when I upload new content. Yeah, see you next episode. Ciao!